So I feel like this video needs to be made, especially after this past weekend. I feel like for the longest time I've been very critical towards Niantic for a lot of the little mistakes that they make here and there. But every time they do something positive, I want to make sure I go out of my way to give credit where credit is due. And what exactly am I talking about? Well, recently Niantic made a lot of positive changes to the XL candy system, more specifically how we can get XL candies, and a lot of the benefits from those changes was felt over this past weekend. So I really want to highlight what Niantic did here because honestly, this is deserving of a lot of praise. And that's what I'm going to be talking about in today's video. Let's roll the intro and get right into it. And how's it going, everyone? It's me, it's Count here with a brand new Pokemon Go discussion video. Today I'm going to be talking about what Niantic did to the XL candy system and why I think these changes were very positive changes. And I can't believe that not a lot of people are praising Niantic for some of these changes, even though the benefits from these changes have been felt across the community. So first and foremost, Niantic made it so that you could get XL candies from walking your buddy. Of course, this has been a very welcome change considering that for legendaries, it's very difficult to get XL candies, and of course it's extremely difficult to earn any kind of candy from walking them. I mean, if you are getting your buddy excited, then it requires 10 kilometers of walking just to get one candy. But now that they added XL candies to that, it makes the walking distance a lot more worthwhile. Over the past couple of weeks, ever since they implemented this change, I was able to collect about 20 XL candies for my Shadow Mewtwo. This is a pretty big deal considering that there really wasn't that many other sources for XL candies when it came to Mewtwo, so I'm really happy about this change. And then over the course of the next couple of weeks, I plan to farm up a bunch of XL candies for a lot of other legendaries that I would like to max out. And in general, I do think it's still a bit of a grind. I mean, you're only getting one XL candy every 10 kilometers if you're lucky, but if you are playing the system right, you will get a steady stream of XL candies. So overall, I'm just really happy about this change. But I think the big change to the XL candy system that a lot of players were enjoying was of course the fact that you could get a guaranteed amount of XL candies with every raid boss or special research. This means that if you are defeating raid bosses and catching them, then you will collect at least 3 XL candies, which is a pretty big deal considering that when it comes to legendary Pokemon, now it will only take about 100 raids in order for you to get enough XL candies to max out one of them. This may still seem like a lot, but considering what the rate was before, I highly think that this is one of the biggest changes that they did for XL candies. And of course, I mentioned over the past weekend there was something that allowed players to really feel the benefits of these changes, and that is of course because we had a Rayquaza raid weekend. So a lot of people were actively raiding Rayquaza, getting those XL candies. Some people were even able to get enough XL candies to max out a multiple amount of Rayquazas, but overall the excitement within the community, especially those of us who were actively raiding, was definitely high. I mean, to be honest with you, I did so many more raids over this past weekend than I normally do, and I really think a lot of that has to do with the fact that XL candies are guaranteed from raid battles. So overall, I really do like this change, but I still think there's a couple of things that Niantic could do moving forward. First and foremost, we gotta talk about XL rare candies. I really feel like this is one mechanic or one item that really hasn't been properly utilized up until now. Of course, we can get a guaranteed amount from just leveling up your trainer, but I really think this should be some sort of raid reward or some sort of premium reward from special research. I mean, it's a bit of a missed opportunity considering that there are going to be periods of raid bosses where people will just not be excited for them. Even when it comes to XL candies, there still should be some sort of motivation to get people to go out and raid, and I think the best way that they could do that is by including Rare Candy XL into the item item pool that you could get after defeating a raid boss. I mean, it's just simply not enough to just include Rare Candy XL from walking your buddy as well as within raid battles, although I will say these are the biggest positive changes we've seen all year. I still think there needs to be some alternative sources, especially because if you think about casual players, they're not going to raid as much as the hardcore players. So for them to max out their legendary Pokemon, it's still going to be a tedious grind. But continuously upping the rewards here and there, I think those are very massive and very positive changes that Niantic really needs to consider. There's a lot that still needs to be done when it comes to XL candies, especially for legendaries and mythicals. I really think Niantic is onto something really good here, considering that just giving it as a guaranteed reward for catching a legendary Pokemon from raids, that already was a very positive change and a lot of people are praising that. So I do think Niantic is on the correct trajectory and we have to give them credit where credit is due. A lot of positive changes did happen to Pokemon GO's XL candy system, and I really feel like this is the beginning of something really great. I mean, eventually we're going to get to a point where a lot of players are going to have maxed out legendaries and maxed out meta relevant Pokemon, especially when it comes to the Ultra League. This is something that a lot of players have been feeling recently. When it comes to the Ultra Premier League, maxed out Pokemon like Talonflame and Umbreon have definitely made a big splash. So I really think that XL candies and maxing out your Pokemon is the future of Pokemon Go. We really do not know how it's going to affect raid battles and different things like that. I'm pretty sure certain Pokemon that were not able to be done with a duo are soon going to be completed with just 2 trainers. Even less if the raid boss is easy enough, and I predict that when it comes to Deoxys attack form, a lot more players are going to be able to solo it in the future. But yeah. Now, a part of the conversation that I really feel like shouldn't be overlooked is of course some players being concerned that some of the hardcore players who are freely spending a whole bunch of money into Pokemon Go, they now have a distinct advantage. They're able to max out their Pokemon within the short period of time that the raid bosses are released, and of course they're going to have a competitive edge when it comes to PvP and different things like that. I actually disagree with that sort of argument, considering that of course everyone has access to these raid bosses, and naturally yes, people who spend money are always going to get more of a particular resource compared to other players. That's naturally how it's just going to be, considering that this is a free-to-play game and those who spend money are going to get some different bonuses and advantages by spending money, so you can't knock on them for doing that. But at the same time, I actually think Niantic kind of hit a Goldilocks level when it comes to how much XL candy that you could get from raids. I mean, getting 3 to 4 XL candies from catching a raid boss is actually quite good. Like, it's not too much and it's not too little. I mean, all you have to do is defeat 100 raids and you will have enough to max out one. But do keep in mind that it's not about maxing just one Pokemon. You will want to have multiples of a particular Pokemon maxed out in order for it to do some sort of significant change to your raid play. I mean, it's not about maxing out one Rayquaza, but it is maxing out 2 or 3 or even 4, and maybe even a full team of 6 in order for you to be best prepared for a raid battle. So these are some things to consider. It's not going to be enough to just max out one Rayquaza. Whenever Rayquaza is back in raid battles, rest assured a lot of people will be raiding it as much as they were this past weekend. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I just wanted to make a quick one praising Niantic for a very positive change, and I'm really hoping that they continue this. Like, it's been a while since I felt very positive towards Niantic, although I will say that I've always enjoyed Pokemon Go and everything that they've done with it, but I just have a very nitpicky personality, so naturally I'm going to complain about things if I find that it's not very good for the game, but whenever they do something positive, I want to praise that as well. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. How many Rayquaza raids did you do over the weekend? Did you enjoy some of the benefits of these XL candy changes? I would definitely like to know. What legendary are you currently walking in order to get XL candies? Definitely share that down below. And yeah, just leave your thoughts and let's have a great discussion. And yeah, that's gonna be it. I am Count Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, and I'll catch you all later.